But most of the time, isn't it true that people hold that concept, people hold, they're very, very simplistic reality, very simplistic reality. One is that they have I experience stuff, and what I experience, what I remember is still experience. Yes, I experienced the roller coaster, therefore I experienced the roller coaster, as a memory, but they usually don't even make that distinction much. So that's something I experienced, it was in the past. It's still experience. I can, recall the experience. And there's a little distinction there. I perceive things, see? There's no distinction about interpretation or meaning or anything, relation, etc. None of that. It's just, no, I'm perceiving reality, period. That's it. I perceive reality, and I have a memory and a future. And so, in that that's a concept. That's a concept. There's an idea. I have an idea. I have a concept. All that's kind of, I think, the same for most people. And it's like, I have a concept. I have a thought. I had an idea. I had a concept for a movie. See? An idea for a movie. And that's pretty much it. That's where concept kind of lives, I think, for most people. So that world, I've made just three or four distinctions of all of reality now, and people live in that. And I'm saying this is not really the way it is. There's a lot more going on. See, so when we start talking about concept, then in the way I'm talking about it here, when I include pain and stuff, then we got to consider this as mind. See, so we go to the distinction mind. And it's all mind, which is to say it's all activity of mind. And when we do that, though, then we start to consider experience also as an activity of mind, because what you're experiencing is interpreting. It's an interpretation. And you're also experiencing it in relationship to you, and you're giving it meaning, etc. And that forms the experience you're having. So there's a lot of conceptual domination that's forming what you call experience, even though you're saying it's happening now. See? And then if we start to try to work out or pull out anything that's conceptual in nature from that, which is a valid thing to try to do, but as you start doing that, you notice you start running into trouble. See? Because you can then not pin down what is experience. See? And I'm not saying that there is no experience. I'm just saying, it's in such a domain that is. You can't pin it down. You can't say without concept what it is. You can't even perceive without concept what it is as something. So that means our experience is very conceptually dominated. But we can make a distinction between experience and concept. If we're trying to take out all concept and just get the experience of now, how can we do it? Yeah, see, so we figure, okay, yeah, there's something that we say is beyond our interpretation, beyond our like and dislike, beyond our relationship to ourselves, etc. Something is. And we say, well, getting that we could call experience. And yet we start noticing it's challenging to know what that is without concept. Because the knowing of what that is for us is going to be concept. See, it's going to be a formulation in our minds, so to speak, you see, that we now know. Yeah.
The knowing of experience, that this is experience and this is not concept.
Yeah.
That knowing.
Yeah, the experience without any concept at all.
Yeah, I still have the concept that this is that experience without concept at all.
Say again?
It's still a concept that I have this experience without concept at all. So it seems very difficult to have no concept at all.
Yes, it is, yes. No concept at all. It's not impossible. See? I'm just saying, it's like, wow. Then we start to leave the domain of what we commonly call knowing. And have to enter into as if a different kind of knowing. And that different kind of knowing I usually refer to as consciousness.